Spring. It's that time of year when I love to be able to get outside, or at least, if it's too windy or wet, to at least look outside. But often my day can be taken up with not looking out, but rather focused on what's going on inside my head, thoughts that are fed by emotions or generated by thinking about what there is to do, what I've seen on TV or read on my phone. I wonder if that resonates with you, or perhaps you are good at remembering to do those things that bring you life and energize you. But what is it about creation, especially about this time of year, that feeds our souls? Let's share a few thoughts and questions and musings over the next few minutes. My garden is starting to be colourful. A variety and a succession of early flowers are coming out. Pinks and mauves, magenta and violet, purpley blues even. Isn't it great to have colour and variety, and especially when it's not a blue sky sunny day? In the woods yesterday, I noticed carpets of delicate looking but clearly resilient wood anemones, looking perfect and healthy despite the number of frosty nights we've had lately. In the hedgerows, the slow blossom is everywhere, and people's plum trees are blossoming, and in orchards and gardens, apple trees are bursting into leaf. In the wisdom literature of Jewish tradition, we see that creation is perfectly designed to follow the will of God. In fact, the wisdom of God, her character and nature is woven into it. Psalm 19 opens with, "God's glory is on tour in the skies, Godcraft on exhibit across the horizon. Madam Day holds classes every morning, Professor Knight lectures each evening." It continues, "Their words aren't heard, their voices aren't recorded, but their silence fills the earth." That's the Message paraphrase. So what does all that colour and variety communicate to me? Why does it make me happy? And what about the resilience of tiny vulnerable petals to frosts? What is it within them that enables them to withstand it? Why do they bloom now and not the apple trees or the rose bushes? Are we made resilient to certain onslaughts? What helps me to overcome adversity? I'm so happy to see the flowers coming again and fruit blossom, promising delicious fruit later on in the year. There's faithfulness as well as generosity in this. What do you sense? The other thing that spring means to me is that it's time to plant a few vegetable seeds. I always look forward to seeing the first bit of green poking up from the potting compost. I keep planting in the hope and expectation that at least I'll be able to protect some from pests and keep the watering up so that there are enough nurtured to be come to the harvesting stage. These seeds I've got here look pretty dead, don't they? Some of them are even encased in dead pods. They're really small too. I don't think you can even see that. How about that one? I love the colour and shininess of these beans, but they look nothing like the 2-metre bushy green plants full of hanging beans that most, I hope, will grow into. I'm going to push my beans into separate pots to start with. Underground, they will swell and lose their shininess and burst. But then this amazing new plant emerges. Jesus often pointed out the wisdom in nature. He said that seeds growing on the plant do fall to the ground and die. And if they don't, they just remain a single seed. But when they're separated from the plant and seem effectively to be giving up their life, they reproduce themselves many times over. He went on to say, in the same way, anyone who holds on to life, just as it is, destroys that life. But if you let it go, reckless in your love, you have it forever, real and eternal. That's a challenge. Does it ring true? Do things work out like that for me and for you? Jesus spoke these words just before his own death. But what about that first Easter day? He let go of his life, reckless in his love, and rose again. Recognisable, real, and eternal. And is there more?